what is perhaps, well, not perhaps, probably the biggest game of your Nations League campaign against Iceland.
Yeah, I can't wait. I love these games. I love when there's pressure, on the table. I think we thrive under pressure. As a small nation, we normally do play a lot better. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
There was a level of criticism aimed at the team and at Gemma after the Germany game. This is sort of the perfect opportunity to answer those critics because obviously it almost comes down to being like a final.
Yeah, we don't really listen too much of the critics. Obviously, we know what we're doing in-house. We're trying to build for the Euros. We're trying to stay in League A, and we're playing top opposition. And I think the outside world forget that. We're playing top teams like Germany who go to major tournaments year in, year out. So reality is it's always a tough ask. But, the result, yes, doesn't look great, 5-1, but we scored against them, which is a great positive. We're scoring against the top teams, which we haven't done in the past. So there is small positives to take from it, and yeah, we're learning a lot right now.
Gemma is very passionate about staying in League A. I'm guessing someone who plays for a team at the top of the WSL who's playing Champions League football. I'm guessing you would echo those sentiments. This is where you want to be.
Yeah, definitely. We want to play the top teams, and that's where you test yourself against the best. You don't want to be playing teams in and around you and winning 3 or 4-0. We're not really going to learn much about those games and about ourselves. Whereas right now we're learning, a lot. So it's only benefiting us.
Is there a feeling of wanting to put right the Iceland result? Because perhaps that was a game where the performance and the result didn't necessarily marry up.
Yeah, definitely. I think that game we were definitely on top for 70, 80, 90% of that game, and we felt hard done by after. For them to score a set-piece goal was not good enough from our standards, but we did have enough chances to create that, we should have won that game. So that is the tough one to take, but that's why we're excited now going into Friday because, we know we performed well last time away from home, whereas now we're going to be at home in front of our crowds, raring to go.
And looking forward to that, being back on home soil, because obviously 2 very tough tests in Germany and Denmark. You'll have learned a lot, but a handful of Wales fans there, so nice to be back in front of your own fans.
Yeah, definitely. I think last camp was a lot, 2 away games, a lot of travel. So now being home for 2, it's nice to be here at the Vale for 10 days, not moving out of your hotel room and getting on buses and whatnot. So yeah, it's nice to be here and ready to go in front of our fans.
Touched on the scoring goals. It's not something that's been a given in the past, Wales scoring goals against top level teams. We've seen scored a lovely goal in Germany and a decent goal in Denmark, and it is something tangible to cling to, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And in the past, we've blocked up and gone into a low block and haven't created anything. So that's where we're taking small steps, and we're not just low blocking. We're trying to go at teams when we can, and we're trying to counter attack as best we can. And to score goals like we have done is it's really good for us, and that's where we're building our confidence.
I know you're loath to ever speak about yourself, but you probably anticipated this one coming. Obviously, you've broken a pretty significant record in the WSL, most appearances by any player. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's nice. I've said in the past, obviously, individual stuff is not for me, but it's obviously an amazing achievement to reach as many as I have in the league, and been in the league for, I think it's 10 years now. To get consistent game time at the clubs I've been at is a real honour, and just shows the hard work and determination that I've had to put myself through over the years, and the sacrifice as well. You have to miss out on a lot, but it's kind of worthwhile in the end when you do reach those milestones.
I guess you feel like you can put a bit of distance between you and the people behind you as well, because you've still got plenty more years left at the top level.
Yeah, let's hope so. I'm not sure who's behind me right now, but hopefully.
Just one final one on your club. Obviously, it's the last season of Emma Hayes and Chelsea, which have been synonymous with one another. Are you, as the players, just kind of desperate to end in the best possible way? Because she's won so much, she's done so much for the club, for the game in the whole of the UK. And I guess there's a lot of mixed feelings for the players.
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously, that's always been a aim of ours at Chelsea, is to get the Champions League, and obviously it has been for Emma as well. She's not been shy about saying that over the last couple of years. And yeah, now she's leaving, it would be, the best thing for her to leave with that trophy in her hand. And us as players, we want to do everything we can to send her off in the right way.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Sophie.
Sean.
Yeah, Sophie and Hannah said something really interesting earlier that, we're going through a really tough period and it's something that this team haven't really had to deal with in the past, back-to-back losses. Do you feel like there's been a shift in the mentality of this squad? Do you think this experience has made you stronger as a team?
Yeah, definitely. I think in the past we've only ever really played, say, one top opposition and then a lower ranked team, whereas this time we're playing two top teams, every 3-4 weeks, which is new for us. But also, like I said, I think we're going to learn the most from it. It's tough at the time when you come off the pitch and you've lost 5-1 or whatever the score is. If you lose, you lose. But when you watch back the games and you analyse the games and you see where we're progressing as a team, it will benefit us in the long run. It's just, how do we minimise those goals that we're conceding? That's the main thing for us right now.
As a player, obviously, you're more than used to high pressure situation. In terms of the younger players in the group, because tomorrow's effectively a playoff game, how do you sort of, nurture that confidence within them that they can get the job done?
Yeah, I think it's just trying to stay calm and stay focused on the job that you're asked to do, whether it's individually, in your units or collectively. So we do a lot of unit work, which I think also helps the younger ones, because there'll be obviously youngsters in the midfield group, whereas me and Harrod can, speak to them and make sure they're kind of on the right track, but also for them to go and express themselves. The youth coming through now is exciting, and we don't want to hold them back. We want them, if they're on the pitch, go and express yourself and do everything you can to do well.
A really serious question to finish. Spotify Wrapped, who was on your top artist this year? Have you gone on it?
I haven't, no. I do keep seeing it everywhere, but I don't even know how you do that.
All right, do you have something?
No.
Hey, so we talk about scoring goals, and there seems to be so many forwards who are in really good form for their club at the moment. For the rest of the squad, does that give you a lot of confidence seeing everyone doing so well?
Yeah, definitely. I think day one of when we come in camp, obviously I'm excited to see those girls who have been doing well. Spoke to Elise that, she's top goal scorer right now in the championship, and she's just been nominated for Player of the Month, and that's exciting to see that there's a Welsh player getting that recognition at the club she's at. So yeah, it's really good that these girls are going off and doing the hard work for their clubs and coming into them Welsh camp and, rearing to go.
Heading into these two final games, Gemma's always said it's important to perform better the second time round than the first time round. Against Denmark, you did that. How much confidence does that give you heading into these final two games?
Yeah, I think the second half in Denmark especially, we came out half-time flying for some reason. I don't know why we didn't start the game like that, but yeah, we came out flying and we kind of needed more time on the board to get another goal. But the way we ended that game and now coming into this camp so close after, I think we're in a really good place as a team.
Just one final one for me, going back to Emma Hayes. So how far in advance did the players know of her decision, but also for you personally, just what has she done for you in your game?
Yeah, we got told the day that everyone else got told, straight after our Aston Villa game, because obviously it was coming out, so she wanted to tell us just before that. So that's when we got told. But yeah, she's been amazing for me. Obviously I was there the first time around when she first came in, and what I've seen her change in the club over the years is phenomenal, and people from the outside don't really realise all that hard work that she's put into that club to make it what it is now. Obviously you see the trophies, which is great, but all the foundations, the staff members, everything that she's built, is credit to her.
Diolch yn fawr everyone, a rwy'n Clement.